Podcast for the common folk.
Podcast for the common folk. What's going on? Alright, so in light of all today's fears, we go over the top 10 fears of the world. And I'm pretty sure I've done a lot of this, but, yep, it's time to pick up. And I'm curious. Well, everybody's sick and dying. No, they're not, but everybody's acting like they're sick and dying. And it's just, weird time we got going on. Although, we are seeing hope. We are seeing hope indeed. Long Cut's coming back on tour late in July. If you haven't hit that episode, hit that already. Appalachian Outlaw series. Be out soon. Alright, we'll be getting all kinds of shit done. We'll be getting all kinds of shit going. We're gonna have some new type of videos and stuff coming out too. And more videos. Learning how to cook. It's a wonder. But I can make tamales and quesadillas and omelets. Made chicken the other day. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's a learning process. You know how it is. I made a casserole this one time. Yeah, it's technically a casserole. It was pretty good too. And some chicken, and some cheese, and some other things. Casserole. Alright, so top 10s of the day. Number 10, trypophobia. I don't know. Trypophobia? Trypophobia. There's no spell editing or how to pronounce it out, like the dash lines. So trypophobia, fear of holes. Okay, we can die now. Yeah, this is the God one biggest. How are you afraid of holes? Jesus Christ, you must be afraid of a Grand Canyon virtual tour more than Friday the 13th over there. Jesus. Primary cause is an extreme, and look, they even say right here, an irrational fear of holes. See, even them, they're like, holes do bad things. Yeah, but they're holes, dude. The fuck? They're holes. Bet you hate Tremors. I bet you hate the movie Holes. You probably find that more of a horror story than most other movies. I bet you would. Asshole. Ruining a perfectly good movie. Let's see. Primary causes. Extreme and irrational fear. See, scientists say irrational. It might seem irrational to the normal person. We're a mirror of sight and thought of holes. Yep, it does. Individuals, objects such as coral, sponges, they would avoid those. Yeah, those kind of look weird. I'm not saying they're fearful, but that's weird looking. And if it was on you, it'd be weird. And so it's more of trying to go. Pretty much everything else has got holes. Yeah, holes seem disgusting and gross to the surfacer, and she goes all lengths to play. So it's not a fear, it's just more of a disgusted. I think that's a difference, because there are some things with holes that are disgusting, yeah. But that's just, what are you going to do? Really? Okay, so this trypophobia, it should be just disgusted of holes. Yeah, and sometimes holes can be disgusting. See, I don't see how that's a phobia itself, but apparently it is. Aerophobia, fear of flying. I knew a lot of people about this. They're afraid of being Superman in a sense. So if Superman had that, would he be just like, it'd be a hell of an adrenaline rush, especially for an alien. All I'm gonna say, probably would have lost his laser vision here and there. Aerophobia. Sorry, there's no G in there at all. Aerophobia is the nearly flying, of which affects nearly 6.5% of the world's population. That's quite a bit. Excuse me. 6.5% of the world's population would be. I'm Googling it because I really don't feel like doing that kind of math. I just do this, do that, carry the 8, remember you're retarded and you don't remember it, and you're fine. Yeah, see, that's what everybody tells me, but see, I'm retarded, and remembering the retarded doesn't fix and or help any of it. 6.5%. I'm going to put it at about 7 million. Just because that's the billion dipshit. 7 billion is about the count. So there's like a billion of them in China, and the rest are all over the world, dispersed out. So 6.5% would be about how many years? 455 million people are afraid of modern technology. God, I hate you people so much. Really? Really? You're just flying, okay? It's like millions of pieces all working in synergy, and if one breaks, you fall to your death. Jesus, get over that shit, alright? It's so yesterday. Engineering. Mesophobia, fear of germs, bullshit. Oh, wait a minute. Also OCD. Alright, well. Is that a disorder? Is really a fear? I mean, it has the reach of that kind of like the I guess in terms of mental connection from the word fear to things, but I wouldn't say it's like a fear thought. It's more of a just like germs thought, especially now. Like, I wouldn't say I'm afraid, alright? When I wash my hands with soap and sometimes sanitizer or whatever you wash your hands with, yeah, there's a bit of rigor, okay? But it's never because, like, I'm afraid and I'm trying to panic kill, and even if I would, and if you're trying to panic kill germs, it's stupid, because what happens when you're panicking over something and it's, like, covering your body and you're scrubbing it? You die. What happens to the calm person that slowly does it and squashes each germ and, well, to the best of his germ squashing abilities? And does it, carefully. You don't gotta be like uber long and patient, but you can fucking just wash your hands. I feel like it's something that you just gotta know. Wash your hands, watch your video, and then do it. And if you're sick, you don't do it enough. And if you're not sick, well then, hey, do it some more because of the coronary virus thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's just weird. I bet you that's got those fillers all popped up. Yeah. Well, unhealthy fear of germs causes phobics to the contamination of food or exposure to bodily fluids. And see, unhealthy fear of these, meaning that these are unhealthy tributes. Okay, so it is unhealthy to fear contamination or fear exposure from or to bodily fluids from other people. Do with that information what you will. Just saying. If you can't read between the lines, then you've already done with it what you've needed to be. I just need you to know that. Claustrophobia. Fear of small spaces. Oh, yeah, this has all got them. Yeah, it sucks when the walls are closing in. Then you realize it's taking a fucking long-ass time for the walls to close in. And then you're just like, well, they're not doing a good job at that anyway, so we might as well just be fine. Fear of being trapped. Yeah, well, nobody wants to be caught lying on their ass. That's just how you don't want to do it. But you just gotta roll with the punches. Be calm and focused, and everything will seem a lot easier than you think. Or at the very worst, you'll acknowledge that it's hard, but you won't let that acknowledgement impend. Or you'll just freak out and die because there's really no kind of treatment or done shit to any of these. You know what I mean? There's situations and stuff that can cause your mind to fucking start all of a sudden screaming. So, I mean, there's no control over that. Just be alright. Alright? Be open to new experiences, too. No, new experiences get you in a pot. Sometimes. Sometimes they do. I won't lie. That happens. But also know that sometimes new experience can open doors to less smaller rooms that don't feel like they're closing in on you. Especially now in quarantine when you need to stay inside. So you open your door to a larger space. You feel alright. Lie on the floor. Alright? Pretend you're doing a snow bunny or some shit. Alright? I don't give a fuck. Alright? Just get over that shit. Alright? Screaming sucks. Especially at 2 in the morning. Astrophobia. Fear of thunder and lightning. Yeah. I get that sometimes. It's kind of weird, especially if you've never seen that or you don't rarely see that or you get right up close. Yeah, some as a children. I think, I got all this shit as children, and they're like, oh, this hits with that, and it has all these with these loud noises. I think children are just partial to loud noises until they get exposed enough to them. You know what I mean? Alright, yeah, I hated downloading stuff too, alright? Until I figured out that I can create loud noises, and then I'm just sitting here talking my ass off, and then now there's really no need to be fair of what you are, because it's called acceptance and moving on. Reality. Anyway, but that's how it goes. You used to hate fireworks, didn't like loud dogs barking, okay? When I shot guns, I had ear protection. Probably should still use, and I still do all the time, just not as much as I did back then, and because I didn't have that, motivation as protect them because I didn't like that. Or I guess it's really more of a fear of surprises. Or it's not even a fear, it's just your reaction. Involuntary, albeit voluntary. Although I tried to train that shit to make it look good, you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta. Jump scares are gonna happen, okay? The chick gonna give you your number if you're out there and you see a jump scare like Freddy Krueger or some shit. She jumps, you scream, she leaves. So you just gotta be quiet and chuck that one down like a man. Oh, sorry. I didn't make the rules. It's hard. It's bullshit. But get on you. And everybody else, oh, quit your bitching. I like this. Men are always complaining. Yeah, they were talking about phobias, alright? Leave me alone, alright? That was the side of trying to help the dudes because I'm always trying to help the dudes because, you know what? A lot of people watch these on Saturday and Saturday for the boys. Although these go out on Friday and Friday for everybody else because it's a day of the week that not really you can be excluded from even if you're frozen and or in prison. I mean, unless you're dead, but even part of you or a corpse or something. I mean, depending on how technical you get with that shit. Like, I'm not sure when to, pull a string and start unweaving the shredder, but, that's all however far you dig into that, I just gotta let it go because, you know what? Shooting guns and yelling at people is a good time. You know what I mean? Especially when it's the TV and the TV can't hear you because you're yelling at the ref and the ref can't hear you because he's 2,000 miles away, but he calls a bullshit call. Yeah, New Orleans knows what I'm talking about, right? Although the Steelers haven't versus New Orleans and they held us and they caught us out of the playoffs. So that got you out of Super Bowl, yes, but easily we would have made it to this playoffs. We probably would have been the only team to beat the Patriots and win a 7th Super Bowl. But you know what? It's all good too because it didn't happen, and we're just gonna not gonna do it and talk about it because we got the coronavirus and Big Ben's got a big beard this year, so we're gonna win Super Bowl. Thank you. Sorry, had to talk my mojo now. No sports for a while is rough. You know what I'm talking about? Which, you know what else is rough? The number 5 phobia. Cynophobia. Fear dogs. Damn, it's a dog. They're fine, okay? Unless you're hiding from Ukrainian mercenaries with Captain Price or Captain McMillan, and depending on, when you go through, and I don't mean that with that, that's just how he says it, and I find it funny. There's no disrespect there at all. I extremely expect and love all the characters of Call of Duty. That's a big fan of mine. Other than that new game, shit, I got that Battle Royale mod. Shit, you did a Battle Royale offline. Basically, for idiots and people who aren't good at multiplayer, you can now enjoy Fortnite without the fear of looking like an idiot, and that's just why I like Call of Duty some days. It allows me to be that. Agoraphobia. Yeah, agoraphobia. See, I got that one right. Agoraphobia. Fear open or crowded space. So what about now? If there's not a lot of people in here, see, no, it's fine. It's comfy. It's cozy. One more person gets in here and I'm going to freak the fuck out. I just want you to know. Hey, okay, so. But there's no that. Let's just head outside and calm down. It's really crowded. Yes, it is. Oh, no. There's nobody in the park. Yeah, there's nobody out here. Yeah, I don't like open spaces either. Well, what the fuck? Don't go out, dipshit. No, that one's easy. I'm just gonna skip over that because that's kind of too 50-50. Although, like, I get not liking lots of people and having that kind of I don't know what they call it, but I get, you know what I mean? There's a lot of young in this fucking bullshit. Yeah, well, I know that one I get. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people, you don't like the public. I get that. I tend to just kind of let it go for a moment, but some people can't, and I understand being uncomfortable in those kind of situations. Nobody there, crowded. Yeah, open area. Maybe, yeah, that's the Slender Man way up there, or a kidnapper, or a Jehovah's Witness. We don't know. They get getting closer. Maybe they're not there. If you can learn to find the soothing kind of quiet, relaxing type of pathway most people find with open spaces, you'd be all right. If you can't, well, you're gonna need to live in a suburb because there's not many places that can really cure your either or type of bullshit there. And I say that with respect. And I mean, a suburb I think is a brilliant idea. I'm not even being sarcastic about that. But yeah, you know how it goes. Arachnophobia. Arachnophobia, fear heights. Yeah, we all knew this one coming. People don't like tall places. They don't like falling off and dying, which is weird, because people like being in control. Man, a lot of tall people like that, or a lot of people that don't like heights are people that like to kind of stay in the know, because a whole lot of that is falling to their death, and you sit there and it's when you have like no control of your body. And then, yeah, it sucks because you're like, oh, if I get off here, I'll fall. You know what I mean? I can't be up here, but I need to get down. Oh, I can't move. I might fall. Yeah, but you're on here already, so you got to move down. You moved on. It was a mistake. Well, make another mistake and move off. We're all about learning from those, aren't we? And they either do that or they don't. And I'm still debating with a guy over on top of the hill, but you know what? A little bird coming down and pecks his liver out every day, talking about giving fire like he's fucking some kind of, like, I don't know, God or some bullshit. Ugly ass fucker. Needs to fucking shave. Alright, and that's saying something too. If I say you need to shave and I'm one that holds beards in high regard, your beard is awful. I'm just saying. Oh, Ophidophobia. Ophidiophobia. Ophidiophobia. Aphophobia. Aphidophobia. 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 Yeah, the fear of snakes. And the all-time snake is the Ophidophobia. It's the fear of snakes. It's a boa. It lives in the Amazon. Does it? I don't know. Alright. It's an anaconda. I love that music video. There was a horror movie that I did not find too pleasing a while ago, okay? Called Anaconda, and it chomped, and it played a lot into who I am as a man now. I'd like you to not use that reference. Fuck off. Okay? Because that music video is fun. Yes, okay. But when we talking about Ophidophobia, we're talking about a movie called Anaconda. What about a movie called it? Well, it has an anaconda, and you know what that is? I mean, fuck you, TikTok. Be afraid of snakes. Yeah, some kill, some don't. Alright, if the person you're with owns 7 or more, 7. You have 6. That's fine. 7. It's starting to get hairy. But if you throw in an or more, yeah, you won't be that food. Especially when you realize that she's like, oh, I just can't keep a boyfriend. Yeah, I know. You're fucking 6 foot, 100-pound boa constrictors here seem to take up a lot of your time and space, and that's my arm. And then next thing you know, she's telling it to another boyfriend. Be wary. 7 or more, it's weird. If they got one of them big ones, it better be the only damn snake they got. Other than that, you'll be alright. Beware the snake, too. It's a snake. Okay? Dude, don't know why. I mean, that's just weird. Why it wants to pick up and rub against all the new people that you bring into the house and not the owner itself, beyond me. But all of a sudden, I'm there visiting, and then all of a sudden it's, oh, hey, Mr. Snake, I'd like to talk to you, instead of the one person who, like, feeds and nurtures and babies and pets and calms and the... But no, the guy that flung me across the room because he didn't know where I was, what it was, or that I existed in the first place, is the one that I will seek attention from again. And that honestly says a lot about their owner, too. And that's not even just a rip-off of getting off of something. That's just something that really fucking connected well, right as I was saying that. Y'all rappers, free rap that, talk about rap real fast without writing it down. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah, all of that stuff. I just link jokes and create them to mental images and mental images and mental images of things that can work out and actually help y'all for the better, and more of an aid to society, more of a lucid talking Tiffany epiphany, if you know what I'm talking about. And I do that exceedingly well. I even got a podcast off in it. Tiffany. I had to start saying it too now. So now when I'm talking with chicks named Tiffany, I start having all kinds of life-altering events. And by that, I don't mean about anything to do with Tiffany, just about, like, peanut butter and shit. Peanut butter is so fucking good. And it lasts a while, helps with everything. Then you got the dipshits that are allergic to it, and it's just like, when you know who's disposable and who's not disposable. And the peanut butter is clearly the one who's not disposable in that relation, dipshit. Yeah. I mean, tell your mom to homeschool you. You'll be better off until fucking, I don't know, college. Anywho, arachnophobia #1, figure spiders. I get that. Okay, spiders are weird. I don't mind spiders. I don't like those things off of aliens, though. And I've said that before too. Them face huggins, that's some weird ass little shit. But yeah, I don't mind this one. 30% of arachnids suffers from excessive fear, or arachnids like scorpions live in the United States alone. Damn, we carry a lot of those people. One of the most common animal phobias that the cause of the phobia is the meaning that some species of spiders are deadly, and it's a natural human response that survived. That's all that. Well, fear means you live. Well, fear just means you're getting close to something that's challenging you on the food chart. Time to be the king of the motherfucking jungle, okay? Yeah, that is a big, scary looking spider. Maybe it jumps, but I can tell you one thing it cannot do. It cannot swing a bat with barbed wire on it. And for all intents and purposes of, oh, it doesn't need to, well, you know what? It should need to. I look cool as shit swinging a bat with a barbed wire on it. I just have you know that, okay? I'll swing it at doors, cats, I don't know who else. People trying to sell me money, which is weird because they're like, give me money, I'll give you money. And it's just like, no thank you. That's weird. Why do you work at the Costco shirt and then do your illegal counterfeit sale bullshit? And I'm going to get watched because I made a joke about counterfeiting, and that's something the government takes more than that. Like, oh, I'm out here with Eisenberg cooking meth in Mexico boonies. You know what I mean? Oh, fine. Maybe someone starts to take notice, and it was only because they were an uncle or a family member or married in. All right, But I make a joke about some retarded homeless guy selling me counterfeit ones he obviously printed from Costco, wearing that shirt because he's obviously fired because he was obviously homeless, as aforementioned, and he probably got caught doing this. And I'm going to make a joke about that. Then all of a sudden, they going to be watching me. All of a sudden, that chick that I give my $2 to get my soda at 2 in the morning from McDonald's gonna be shining the light through my $2 the next time. I swear to God, if that happens, I'm a freak. Alright, I'm going full apocalyptic, fuck pigeons, because that's probably how it is, because there's only one way that the government could have known that, and it's not from listening to this podcast, because they probably already are doing that. It's from the pigeons, because I need something to justify my hate of pigeons, and I destroyed a family of pigeons last week, and I don't really feel comfortable talking about it because I killed a bunch of eggs too. But I didn't see their bodies, so I think it was just early on stages of the egg, if you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I don't like pigeons at all. So I get y'all spider heifers. That's all cool. You keep it good. You keep it good. It's podcast of common folk. Watch your hands. Alright? Appalachian Law series coming soon. More YouTube series coming soon. More video game series coming soon. More stuff coming soon, because I know y'all are bored scraping at the bottom of a barrel. I thank y'all for choosing me today. Thank y'all.